What's up guys, it's the Cubophile here and welcome back to another video. Today we have the package from thecubicle.us here with puzzles of varying prices, and so in this video we're going to be seeing how they stack up to each other and whether they're each worth their respective price. I don't think I've unboxed actual SPEEDCUBEs in over a year, so I'm really excited for this. But it's a little known fact that the best way to open packages is not with a knife like a normal person. You actually have to karate chop them. So what you want to do is you want to go as far back as you possibly can, like this, and then do a few practice chops with your hand, and then when you feel like your arm is at maximum potential, you just want to bring it down like so. And just like that, all your cubes should magically appear on your table like so. So the three cubes we have here are the Moyu RS3M2020 coming in at $8.99, the X-Man Tornado V2 at $24.99, and the most expensive of the bunch, the GAN 11M Duo, coming in at $46.99. So I guess we should start with the cheapest cube first, which will be the Moyu RS3M. So if we can get an overhead angle, please, thank you. Okay, bye. Alright, now that that idiot is out of the way, let's get into the unboxing. As its name suggests, the RS3M 2020 came out last year. You've probably already seen a review or two on this by now, but even if you haven't, I'll still try to keep this brief. This is the accessories box, and it comes with this small screwdriver that all Moyu cubes come with, some cards and pamphlets, and these two center cap adjustment pieces, which I'll get to in a bit. And you also have a nice regular cube stand. As for the cube itself, it comes in at 56 millimeters, which is the average cube size, but it weighs in at a whopping 86 grams, so that makes it heavier than most cubes. And you could also feel the weight difference, like seriously, this thing is heavy. You'll also notice that the plastic colors are nice and vibrant, and that might seem like a minor aesthetic concern, but when it comes to look ahead and recognizing pieces, the shades of the colors really makes a difference. So that's the cube. Now let's get into first turns. Right out of the box, the cube has this weird feeling where the turning is smooth, yet you could feel a slight friction between the pieces. Let's take a look at corner cutting. So normal corner cutting, 45 degrees, it can do easily. Even past 45 degrees, oh wow, that is amazing corner cutting. Even reverse corner cutting, it does struggle with a bit, but you know, it can still do it fairly decently. I guess that explains why the turning is so smooth, like I'm not getting any lockups on it at all. The magnet strength on this is also ideal, like if you turn it really slowly, you can hear the slight click of the magnets. They're not customizable as you can see, but I still find them to be at the ideal strength where I'm not overshooting or undershooting any of the layers. Everything just clicks right into place. This is the last thing we're going to be looking at, which I think is called a dual adjustment system. Basically, when you pop off all the center caps, you'll find a screw, which I guess you're supposed to use this on. And you'll also find this weird blue piece, which actually controls the tensions of the cube. So I believe there are 8 levels, and as you can see here by the fact that the teeth of the blue piece are perfectly aligned with the white piece here, it's currently at level 1. Level 1 is the loosest setting, so if you want it tighter, what you can do is take this piece here, and it might take some fidgeting around, but once you fit it in like a key, it'll fit perfectly like so. You basically want to turn it counterclockwise until you get it to the strength which you like. So if it's currently on level 1, if I want to make it level 2, I'll turn it clockwise once, and you'll hear a click when it does so. So this is level 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. At level 8, the cube is more tight, but you'll have more control over the sides. So basically, it's a little while later, and what I did is that I took off the center caps of every single side, and I tried the tensionings on all levels. And I found that personally, I think the best tension is at level 5, which is basically right in the middle where the cube is nice and loose, yet you have a lot of control over it. But obviously, that setting will differ from person to person. I definitely appreciate the simplicity of this adjustment system compared to the cube like a GAN XS, where it has multiple pieces and a bunch of spare parts that make it really hard to work with. Would I use this as my main? I don't know yet. Let's take a look at the X-Man Tornado next, shall we? So this is the $25 X-Man Tornado V2M, and as you can see, the packaging is massive. Let's open it. So this is the cube, and it comes in this nice vault-like box, so this is good for storage. It also comes with this cube bag, and most cube bags are made of fabric, but this one is made of leather, so that's really cool. Of course, you have this customization tool, but we'll talk about that later. Back to the cube, straight out of the box, it's covered in this coating of lube. Luckily, the package also comes with this custom cloth right here, so after taking out the cube, I recommend just giving it a quick scrub down because obviously you don't want that lube coating on your hands. As for the features, you'll notice that the cube has a nice plastic finish, almost similar to that of a GAN, which I really like. Now, this is lighter than the RS3M, coming in at 72 grams, but it is actually the smallest cube of all these three. I'm pretty sure at 54 or 55 millimeters. That doesn't seem like much, but I think my hands are really accustomed to smaller cubes. At one point, my main was the GAN 354M, so I used this for a really long time, so maybe that's why I'm able to feel the difference in smaller cubes. And so, getting into first turns. This cube is very quiet and smooth, but it's a bit too loose for my liking. Luckily, there are a lot of customization features on this, so you can set it up to your liking. And that's where this tool comes in. So I'm gonna try my best here, but there are a lot of components to this, so just bear with me. So you'll find this thing at the bottom, this honeycomb-like piece, and in it there'll be 3 features, I guess. You'll see that it attaches right to the bottom like so, but anyway, you have this harpoon-looking device that controls the centers. I will be looking at that in a bit. You have this Phillips head screwdriver, which I'm not really sure what this is for. I'm guessing the center screws. You have this thing with a flat head, which I think is used for the magnets. And then you have this thing, which honestly, I'm not even sure what it's used for. So let's first look at the magnets, and if you can see here, on each edge piece, there are these 5 indented dots right here. The plus sign is the strongest at level 5, and the minus sign is the weakest at level 1. The cube, as it is right now, is at level 3, and to me, this is way too loose and uncontrollable, so I don't even want to know what level 1 is like. So I personally am going to try setting my magnets to level 4, so what I'm going to do is take this flat head piece and stick it in the lined hole that comes in each magnet like so. So I had to do it off camera, but as you can see, instead of this line facing the 3rd dot, it now faces the plus sign. And now the cube is much more to my liking. It's extremely controllable, and I'm not overshooting or undershooting any of the layers like I was before. So this is what the inside of the center caps look like, and by using this harpoon tool, by turning it clockwise, you can adjust the elasticity of the springs, and then counterclockwise, adjust the tensions of the springs, and I believe that there are 5 settings for each. So right now, I don't know if you're able to see, and you probably can't see on camera, but you might notice that there are all these little tiny colored triangles, and on each of them is a number. And so that's how you know what setting you're on. And right now, all the caps are at setting 3. So say I want to adjust the core from setting 3 to setting 4, what I'm going to do is turn this tool clockwise once, and you'll hear a click. So that adjusted elasticity, so now I'm going to turn it once counterclockwise to adjust the tensioning. Like that. And so if you're able to see, these 2 orange dots here both say setting 4, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that for the rest of the center caps now. And now the turning is more my style. The size combined with the tensioning and elasticity and magnet strength all together puts together this very nice compact cube that I have a nice grip on and have a lot of control over. So that's all I have to say about this cube. Now let's move on to the most expensive of them all, the GAN 11M Duo. This box looks so trippy on camera. That never stops being satisfying. So here is the cube. It measures 56 millimeters, but it has a staggering weight of 60 grams. With a weight like that, the turning should be much more effortless and efficient. The plastic also has a nice matte finishing to it, so it feels really good to handle. I'm really excited to start turning this, so... Oh wow, this turning is phenomenal. I can do my algorithm so fast on it. It's like a paradox. It's so loose yet so stable. It just feels so good to turn and like just so satisfying. None of my algorithms are locking up. The turning is smooth. I'm trying to find something to criticize it on, but I can't find anything. Something you have to note is that this cube is meant to be a budget version of the $65 GAN 11M Pro. I'm not going to be reviewing this cube in comparison to the Pro. I'm only judging it as its own individual cube and price. Anyway, this cube doesn't have customizable magnets, but you can actually see the magnets in each edge piece here. but I really couldn't care less. For me, they're at that perfect strength to give me that fluid feeling I was talking about earlier. It's like the lightweight combined with the magnet strength provides this really fluid and smooth feeling. But what is customizable is this tensioning system, which I'm personally am not the biggest fan of. This is actually what I was referring to when I said that I like the design of the RS3M over other cubes. I just find this adjustment system to be needlessly complicated. Or maybe I'm just stupid, but you're supposed to be able to use this clear trident-like piece here and use it on the clear parts, and by turning it counterclockwise you can adjust the strength of the core and make the cube tighter. As for the blue piece, you have settings 1 and 3 on the light blue piece and settings 2 and 4 on the dark blue pieces, and you can swap them out and adjust them to your preferred setting. The package actually comes with a pamphlet on how to customize the cube so you do it properly. Personally, I'm not going to make any changes, I'm just too scared I might damage or ruin something. The way the cube is set up now is just fine for my turning style. One last thing I forgot to mention is this cube bag, but I'm not sure if this was always there, but in this bag there's a slogan, "Your ultimate PB renewer." I'm not sure how true that is, but I just found it kind of funny. So overall, which of these cubes would I recommend you buy? I would honestly have to go with the GAN 11M Duo. It might be pricey, but if you like a light and fast cube straight out of the box, this is a nice one-time purchase that I'm sure you'll be satisfied with. But as an alternate, I also highly recommend the RS3M if you want a budget option with an easy customization system. As for the X-Man Tornado, first of all, don't let whatever I say solely dictate whether you should buy any of these cubes or not. And everything I said about this cube earlier still stands. It's just that overall, this cube is way too slippery and uncontrollable for my turning. So that's it for this video, guys. If you enjoyed, be sure to hit like and subscribe. We're on our way to 100 subscribers by the end of the year, so if you want to do your part, that'll really help me out a lot. Also, I realize that y'all might not know about this yet, but I actually post video updates on my Instagram at cubophile_official, so go ahead and follow me there if you wish to know whenever I upload. And yeah, that's gonna be it, and until the next video, peace.